So you need to add mixed numbers. Before we begin, instead of me telling you what to do, I'm going to show you how to add mixed numbers, and I want you to see what's going on. Let's look at this equation right here. What do you notice? What do you wonder? Ari, if you had to explain to a friend what was going on, what would you say? By the end of this video, you're going to be able to add mixed numbers like a pro. Let's get into it.
Doodly doodle, doodly doodle, doodly doodles and digits. Area, symmetry, fractions too. It's all here for you.
All right, so how do we add mixed numbers? There's actually a couple different ways that you can add mixed numbers. Those ways are you can use a model, you can use a number line, or you can use an equation. We're going to learn all three today. When are we going to need to add mixed numbers in real life?
You will need to add mixed numbers in the real world. Whether it's figuring out measurements in a recipe, completing a home renovation project, or measuring your workout, this will be an important skill to have.
All right, so how do we add a mixed number on a number line? Let's look at this number line right here. All right, number line, let's try to add this problem. I'm going to first show you how to add a mixed number on a number line, and I want to see what you notice. What do you notice? What do you wonder?
Are you not sure what mixed numbers are? Make sure you check out our other video that goes over all of the basics of mixed numbers. In our mixed numbers video, we discussed how a mixed number is a whole number and a fraction added together. This is important to remember because when we add, we will apply the commutative property, which means we can add numbers in any order and get the same sum. So let's look at this problem here. 1 3/5 plus 3 1/5. I'm first going to rearrange these so that we are adding the whole numbers. 1 plus 3. Let's do those jumps on the number line. 1 jump, then I'm going to add 3 more jumps. We land on 4. Now I'm going to look at the fractions. 3/5 plus 1/5. I'm going to jump 3/5 and then 1 more fifth. What did I land on? That will be our answer.
You can also use models to add mixed numbers. I love models because it gives a great visual or a picture. So let's look at these models right here. I'm really feeling cookies. Let's do mixed numbers with cookies.
What is going on with the cookies? How many holes do we have and what fraction is being shown? I'm going to start with the whole cookies. 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2. 5. All right, let's look at the fractions. 2/6 plus 3/6. What does the model show? 2/6 plus 3/6 equals 5/6.
All right, what do you notice is happening with the models? Why do you think this might be a great strategy? You can also use an equation to add mixed numbers. Let's look at this problem. What do you notice? What do you wonder?
Similar to how we use the standard addition algorithm and subtraction algorithm, I'm going to line the numbers up by fraction and place value. I will line up the fractions with the fractions and the whole numbers with the whole numbers. I'm going to start by adding the fractions together. I'm going to start in the fractions row. 2/4 plus 1/4 equals 3/4. Now I'm going to add the whole numbers together. 2 plus 4 equals 6. So our answer is 6 3/4.
The best part of learning different strategies is you can use whatever strategy works best for you. I also really like it because if you solve with one strategy, you can check your thinking with another one. All right, what happens when you add 2 mixed numbers and when you get to the fraction portion, it ends up being an improper fraction or a fraction greater than 1? That's a great question. You actually have to regroup. Just like how when you're adding with whole numbers, you actually have to carry or regroup. So let's look at this problem here. I'm going to show you how to regroup. What do you notice I'm doing?
11/8 is obviously greater than 1 whole. I'm going to draw a model to help us. 11/8 is the same as what mixed number? 1 3/8. Okay, so how do I put this back into my answer? I originally had 5 and 11/8, and I know 11/8 is the same as 1 and 3/8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the 11/8 into 3/8 because we know that's going to be the fraction that's remaining. But we have one whole that still needs to go into our answer. So what we're going to do is we're going to add that one whole into the 5. So 5 plus 1 equals 6. So our answer is 6 and 3/8. All right, let's try another one where I draw out all of the models to help us regroup. 3 and 3/6 plus 1 and 4/6. I'm gonna add the whole numbers together first. 3 plus 1. Let's move those models together. 3 plus 1, so we have 4 wholes. Now let's add the fractions and see if we can create another whole. 3/6 plus 4/6. What happened? Look, we created another whole and we have 1/6 left over. So our answer is 5 wholes and 1/6 as our answer. So our answer to this problem is 5 and 1/6.
Now that we've solved a few problems together, let's see if you can do a few on your own. Remember, take your time, use scrap paper, and pause this video if you need.
2 and 1/3 plus 1 and 1/3. I solved this on a number line, but you could have used a different strategy. I'm going to first make my whole number jumps. I'm going to first make 2 jumps on the number line from 0 to 2. And then I'm going to make another whole jump from 2 to 3. Time to add the fractions. I'm going to make a 1/3 jump. And then another 1/3 jump. What did we land on? Our answer is what we landed on, which is 3 and 2/3. All right, let's try another one. 3 and 2/8 plus 2 and 5/8. For this problem, I used models to help me. I'm first going to add my wholes together. 3 plus 2. I have 5 wholes. Now I'm going to add the fractions together. 2/8 plus 5/8 is 7/8. So my answer for this problem is 5 and 7/8. Let's try one last one. 2 and 2/4 plus 2 and 2/4. I'm going to line these up to add for this last problem. Remember, you can use any strategy that works best for you. I'm going to start with the fractions. 2/4 plus 2/4 equals 4/4. Wait a minute, what do you notice? 4/4 is actually the same as 1 whole. So we're going to regroup and make this 1 whole and bring this up into the ones column. All right, now we're going to do 2 plus 2 plus 1. 5. Our answer is 5 wholes. Did you get it correct? What strategy did you use?
All right, how'd you do? Find more videos and other information at doodleslearning.com.